Hey guys, so Legends Fest has officially begun. That's that's pretty good. Um, this I am recording this after the reset. It's currently 1:43 in the morning for me. Summoning is still under maintenance. They said that they were gonna delay it for a few more hours, so we'll give it about like another hour or two, and then we can get into summoning. So everything is in game, of course. We did in the previous video. We did talk about the we went in depth on Vegito and Goku Black's kits, but we weren't able to see Mai and Cell and Frieza's kits fully. So this video, we're just gonna go over that. We do have a bunch of new equipment, PvP equipment, unique equipment, you know, the works. Real quick, let's check the stats on him. He is a range transforming type. We need to take about 7,000 away, factoring in arts boost and title boost. Okay, so he's sitting around 247 strike and 262 blast, and 181 strike defense and 186 blast defense. And this is pre-transforming, so it's not bad. And after transforming, okay, wow, okay, 268 strike attack and 289 blast attack, or nearly 290 blast attack, with around 185 strike defense and 189 blast defense. So, I mean, yeah, he's looking pretty good. Keep in mind, he has a lot of damage inflicted as well in his kit. He does hold normal strike and blast cards. Anything else we need to look on him? It doesn't look like it. I mean, his art looks crazy. And then let's take a look at Black. He is a defensive type. So pre-transformation, he's sitting around 252 strike and 245 blast attack. Kind of low, pretty low, but it makes sense. Around 186 strike defense and 187 blast defense, which is good. And then after transformation, okay, he definitely got a lot more stats. 261 to strike attack, 254 to blast attack. Still a little low. I know he's a defensive type, but at the same time, you don't want him to be doing no damage, right? Then, wow, his defenses are looking pretty good. 193 to strike defense and 194 to blast defense. So for transforming character, they are a little low, I think. But, I mean, it's not like it matters much. We know they're going to be good. The main highlights for these two units is that Vegito is able to just nullify auto gauges, like the auto counters, like Ultra Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Majin Vegeta, things like that. And he's able to get it through his gauge, and he's able to get it through his green card. So he's gonna be a very good way to just deal with the old meta right now, because right now it's just all defensive timer metas, you know, the works. He'll be able to push through it, which I think is gonna be good. As for Goku Black, he is essentially able to give cover nullification to allies. Yeah, so so usually when we get to cover null, it is through a buff that's special cover change nullification on your own, like the character that's in the battlefield right now. But with Goku Black, with his gauge and with like maybe does his green card have it? I can't remember. I don't know. There's a lot in his kit. No, it's not in his green card. Is it in his green card? No, he gets regular cover null there. It's somewhere in his kit. I think once he gets his gauge or something. But he gives a debuff to the enemy that prevents them from special cover changing. So that's gonna be very good. We didn't get to see the 1% Spartan kits, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's take out 7,000. She is a range type, so okay. She has very low strike attack. Around 232 strike attack and 250 to blast attack. Wow, that's pretty low, not gonna lie. Strike defense is at 181, and then blast defense is at 182. Does she hold regular cards? She holds 2 blast cards, okay. Not many tags, keep that in mind. Piercing. Okay, she has a physical blast, so like units like Super 17 can't absorb it. And she does have anti-blast armor. Blue card. This is a long-range blue card. Yeah, this is a long-range blue card. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. 20% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts, and then minus 20% to enemy sustained damage cut for 3 counts. And shortens ally sub count by 2 on hit. Alright. Nothing special in that. It's your standard blue card. Green card. It randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws 2 Blast Arts cards next. Okay, so she gets like a resetted hand. Restores ki by 50, 20% damage inflicted for 15 counts, and card draw speed by 1 for 15 counts. And then cover null for 10 counts. Okay. Not bad. No healing on it, but it's whatever. This is a stop time. Yeah, it is a stop time. As for her ultimate, deals massive pierce damage. Following effects occur on activation. 50% to ult damage. Seals enemies rising rush for 15 timer counts. Okay. That's an interesting mechanic. 15 counts is a lot. Following effects occur on hit. Destroys all enemy cards and 20% to damage received for 30 counts. Now, the biggest quote-unquote issue here is that it doesn't nullify endurance, but if you recall from the reveals and stuff, she actually gets, if she has certain party members or battle members, she's able to just get endurance when she enters the, or endurance notification when she enters the battlefield, which is really good. Main ability. Draws the ultimate arts card, Burning Assault next, restores own health by 20% and ki by 50, cancels own attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions, and nullifies, or goes type neutral for 20 counts, and it requires 25 counts to lapse. Okay, typical main ability for a 1% sparking. Z ability, 35%, did we look at this already? Maybe. 35% to feature weapon wielder or girls based blast attack and defense, and 18% to tag weapon wielder based strike defense. Okay. Following effects occur when battle starts. 110% damage inflicted, 70% damage reduction, reduces impact and pierce damage by 10%, 50% to ki recovery, increases card draw speed by 1 level, and 50% damage inflicted by girls, future, or weapon wielder. Okay, that's a pretty good array of base stats. She's supporting, she gets card draw speed, she has ki recovery, she has the damage reduction along with the impact and pierce damage reduction as well. That's good. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a green card next 2 times, restores own ki by 30, 70% damage inflicted, minus 15% to strike and blast arts power for 10 counts. Also applies the following effects to self attack feature weapon wielder attack girls other than this character as a battle member. Restores HP by 15%, okay, 30% to damage inflicted for 15 counts, and nullifies enemies restore health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 10 counts. That's really good. So that's why she doesn't have endurance nullification here. Now, it could be a problem if you're comboing with her for a long time, but like that's very niche, I feel like. Where did I end up? Here. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Shorten ally sub count by 2, activates once, and reduces enemy ki by 20, activates twice, and it resets after character switch. So she's actually able to lower sub count by 2 and ki by 40 every time she switches in. Following effects occur when this character switches to standby. Randomly draws 1 new card, ally health by 5% and 15% damage inflicted by allies. Okay, so she is supporting here as well. Second main ability. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed, so she has a strike cover change and it's comboable with a special move. Applies the following effects to all enemies when changing cover. Plus 15 to all arts costs and minus 1 card draw speed for 5 counts. Okay, so this is all enemies, so even if they switch out, they are affected by the cost up and the lowered card draw speed. That's good. Every time this character uses a blast card, restores ki by 10, 15% damage inflicted for 15 counts, 10% to special move damage 3 times, cannot be cancelled, and 10% to crit rate 3 times. Okay. Following effects occur upon landing a blast starts hit. Randomly draws 1 new card twice, so like the old LF Vegito blue effect. Activation count resets after switching. Minus 30% to HP restoration for 10 counts. Okay. Also, okay, that's gonna be very annoying against like units like Majin Vegeta, Turles that are just healing a lot. Also applies the following effects to self or to enemy according to the number of times this character's blast arcs have hit. So this is continuous. Even if she switches out, she'll still hold on to that. 2 times, 100% for heavy bleed, 3 times, 100% to inflict poison, and 4 times, 50% chance to inflict paralysis. Oh wait, no, this is hit counts resets after characters. Okay, so you want to stay in with her and use blast cards. Okay, she's gonna be pretty. She looks good kit-wise, but I'm a little concerned by her damage because, as you can see, she isn't. She has very low stats. 250,000 to her main offense. How much damage inflicted is she getting? 110 here. This counts towards her, so 110, 125, 195, 195, 225. Yeah, it only looks like 225%, and then she stacks damage. Yeah, she's not going to be doing... I don't think she's going to be doing that much damage. But she looks pretty good on paper. Now as for Frieza and Cell. We do know that they have the sealing ability similar to the yellow Tournament of Power Master Roshi. And they are attack switch character, blue and purple. Very low HP, 2.4 million. They do seem to have the same stat spread. Alright, 260 to strike attack, 241 to blast attack, 175 to strike defense, and 173 to blast defense. They're very low on defense, even for melee, for offensive type. This is from GT. They hold normal strike and blast cards, and they have a. I mean, take a look. They have a lot of teams that they are buffing. Frieza Force and LOE, GT, Future, Transforming Warrior, I guess, Android and Regen. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tags that they're helping. I do know that there's some confusion why Future is being buffed by them, but I guess that kind of just relates to, you know, Cell, right? He is an android. Actually, hold on. Something just came up to mind. They are range type. Are they getting cost reduction on? Okay, yeah. Her blast card is 19. That's good. What about Vegito? I think probably not because he already has cost reduction in his kit. Yeah, so he's 30. 25. Is there anything else that reduces card cost? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe after transformation. I'm just gonna skim through it. I don't see any. He is restoring ki whenever he uses a striker blast card, so I guess that kind of fills in for that. Yeah. I could have missed something, but yeah, I mean it's not too bad. It's fine. Let's go back to them. Green card or blue card. It's massive impact damage, 30% to special move, and then on hit randomly destroys 2 cards on enemies, of course. Minus 50% to HP restoration for 15 counts, and they do have blast armor. Okay, that's good. Randomly destroys 1 card. This is a stop time. Restores own key by 40. Charges own switch gauge by 40%. 30% damage inflicted for 15 counts. And then cover null for 10 counts. And cancels own attribute downgrade. That's good. And they have an awakened card. We haven't seen this in a while. Not since... Who was the last person to have an awakened card? Certainly it wasn't as far back as 3rd anniversary Red Bojack, was it? It might be. Actually, I think it is. It's been a while, either way. Yeah, seals enemies. Deals massive impact damage. Seals enemies on hit if all the following conditions. We saw this in the reveals and stuff. 2 enemy battle members. Damage doesn't cause the enemy to be defeated. Does not cause, like, a revive to happen. It's an online battle and currently no other sealed characters. So you can't. What they're saying here is that you can't use like Master Roshi and this unit on the same team, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna be stealing 2 units. That would be kind of crazy. Sealed character cannot enter the battlefield until this unit is defeated or all other enemy battle members are defeated. This is a forward awakened card. Blast armor. Good. Main ability. So this is when you are switching from Cell to Frieza. Switches element to purple. Restores health by 15%. 30% damage inflicted. Card draw speed for 5. Only 5 counts? Okay. They should have base card draw speed. I'm hoping. Inflicts enemies with minus 30% key recovery for 15 counts. Also applies the following effects itself if 25 counts have elapsed. Draws Awaken Arts card. Almighty Light Cage. Okay. This Awaken Arts card will be destroyed on the next text. Okay, so you... So once 25 counts have elapsed and you go into Frieza, you draw this. Kind of like an ultimate. But you want to use this with the Frieza or it's going to be destroyed. Okay. And nullifies the story card effect for 10 counts. And activation count is shared between Cell and Frieza. Requires max switch gauge. Makes sense. Z ability. 35% to GT feature or Android strike attack and defense. And 18% to Android base bullet. Okay, so it seems like they're more centric on Cell, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, I like using LOE, and the fact that LOE isn't on here, not even, they're not, I guess they're not considered powerful opponent for some reason. Damn, okay. At least they have the tag, so you can use some of the equipment for them. And they do have a lot of Zenkai buffers, keep that in mind as well. Yeah, okay, applies the following effects itself when battle starts. Oh, so they automatically get their switch gauge when they're in. So you can just switch if you need to. 110% damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70. Okay, there's the base card draw speed. Minus 5 to strike, blast, and special move arts cost. 20% HP restoration, cannot be cancelled. Huh, that's... I haven't seen... I don't recall. Maybe a unit has that, but... Gradually restores health each timer count, cannot be cancelled. Reduces impact damage received by 10% for 60 counts. Okay, so when the timer hits 120 in PvP, then that's when it goes away. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield or enters the battlefield via attack switch. Restores key by 30, 80% damage inflicted. Cannot be cancelled at one time. 50% damage received to enemies. Following effects occur if there's a defeated enemy battle member. Okay, so if you are able to defeat a battle member, they're getting buffs. So nullify reduce key for 10 counts, reduces Dragon Ball by 1 time, and seals main abilities for 5 counts. This is on switching or tag switch. Keep that in mind. Following effects occur when landing a strike or blast darts hit. Restores on HP by 3% and key by 10, 20% damage inflicted for 10 counts, and minus 20% to health restoration to enemies for 10 counts. Okay. Good buffs and debuffs there. Applies the following effects to allies when an enemy activates an ultimate, awaken, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield 2 times. Restores health by 10% and shortens some count by 3. Activation is shared between the 2 sides. They have a strike cover change with the blue card, at least the Cell does. Comboable with the blue card. Following effects occur when the enemy uses an arts card while this character is on the battlefield 1 time. No, type neutral defensively 5 counts, shortens allies subcount by 2, reduces enemy key by 20, and seals enemies blue cards for 5 counts. The enemies get minus 15% to strike and blast arts power for 5 counts. Activation counts reset when character switch or attack switch is performed. Okay. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Restores own HP by 10% and shortens own subcount by 1 3 times. So they have like their subcount is 9 when they switch out for the first 3 times they switch out. Restores ally key by 20 and seals main abilities for 5 counts. After using an Awaken Arts card, applies the following effects itself when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. Charges switch gauge by 100%. Restores vanishing gauge by 100. Okay. So this is after they use the Awaken card, the sealing. Restores vanishing gauge on... Wait, is this on... after using an Awakened Arts card. Applies the following effects to self when enemy switches characters while this character's. So it doesn't look like you need to land this as long as they switch after you use it. 60% key recovery and 15% to crit rate. Interesting, okay. As for Frieza, oh yeah, they have different blue cards, right? Hell combination, this is a melee. And for Frieza, this is also a melee. 30% to special move. Yeah, 30% special move. And on hit, 100% to heavy bleed. And with blast armor. That is different, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So Cell's blue card destroys 2 cards and does health restoration debuff. Frieza just hits them with bleed and arts cost up. Okay, good array. And then the green card randomly draws 1 new card, restores 1 key by 40, charges switch cage by 40, 30%. Okay, so this is the same. Yeah. Yep, it is the same. Okay. Attack switches Cell and switches element to blue, restores HP by 15%, 30% damage inflicted, card draw speed 1 time, minus 30% to health restoration, and if 25, he draws 1 as well. So I guess it doesn't matter who you're switching from and to, as long as it's 25 counts, you'll be able to get it. And same destroy card effects, yep. The following effects occur. So on top of this, of course, Cell has the base stats, so Frieza automatically has all of this. Restores own ki by 30, 15% damage received to enemies, and if there's a defeated enemy battle number, that's all the same, it looks like. Let's do a quick skim through. Yep, he also has a strike cover change. Yep. Yeah, okay, so the rest of the kit is the same. Yeah. So, yeah, they look pretty good. Decent offense. They're gonna sustain a lot because they're healing a lot, they're debuffing. There's, of course, their main thing is the ceiling mechanic, right? Similar to Master Roshi. Everyone here looks pretty good. I am really excited. Summon should be up in about an hour. Let me check real quick. Yeah, apparently... Okay, so they did release it. Legends Festival. Banner drops in 30 minutes from now. So 2:30 my time, EST. In terms of equipment, we were getting the new PvP equipment. This one. Oh, data updated. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Anyways, let's see. Future Trunks Saga. This is the PvP equipment, by the way. Base blast attack, 15%, HP 10%, and 20% blast defense, and 15% to blast attack if this character's tag Saiyan. Okay, I mean, it's your typical PvP equipment, but it's really good. The difference between this one and some of the past ones is that it's not as constrained. So if we take a look at Majin Vegeta's, it's the last pure stat is tied to him being a Super Saiyan 2, the unit that you're using this on. So the only person you'd be able to use it on is like Majin Vegeta, does Trunks go Super Saiyan 2? I can't remember. So Vegeta clan that goes Super Saiyan 2. So not that many options. And here it's kids, hybrid Saiyans that are kids. But this one it's Saiyan, so like Vegito, Goku, any Saiyan that is in the Goku Black art. Okay, I mean that's good. That's good. Very good. Feature already has a lot of really good equips, so I'm curious if it's going to be able to compete with those. I mean, we got the Awakened equipment last week for a Weapon Wielder and Feature, which is insane. I'm going to farm about 6 of those. Okay, so this isn't the unique equipment event. It's for Tag Feature. So a lot of units can use this. Base defense is 13%, strike attack 25%, and blast attack 35%. I mean, okay, it's alright. A lot of base offenses at least, but no HP on here kind of kills it. Not gonna lie. But I mean, it's an okay option if you don't have anything else. Of course I'll farm it. is that all the equipment we're getting today? We got this last week. Is there anything else? Let's check below. It does not seem so. I mean, yeah. Was there anything in the data mines that's worth mentioning? I'm sure there are. Let's go to Hydros real quick. There you go. Let's switch over. Sorry, 1 second. Let's see. There it is. Alright, so. Let's go down a bit. I guess we start from somewhere up here. So we are getting a raid. The raid is out right now. It's your standard raid. Just make sure to do it. Free CC, free Legends, limited Z power. We are getting a festival sale. That's pretty much the same thing that they do every celebration. Like $13.99 for 1000 CC once a day. Stuff like that. It's alright. Kits. These are the free tickets that they are giving out. There's the banners. There's another ticket. Here's the background. Looks good. I'll probably be using this instead of the Tournament of Power one. Here's the raid bonus units. Majin Vegeta, of course. Monday, the campaign, you know, usual stuff. Choice battles coming out, so make sure to do that for some free rewards. There's the Festival Ultra Space Time Rush. So I guess it's an element-specific rush, which is cool. You get like what, 5 times? I guess you, if it's the same, you get 5 times the amount, right? Great for beginners. Okay. In terms of the banners are actually looking really good. Here's some card sleeves for this is, I forgot what his name was. Emperor Pilaf, right? Was this? Yeah, Pilaf. I don't know who this guy is. I forgot. Young Mai. This is Daima stuff, I'm assuming. So that's Kid Hercule. Legends Festival card sleeves. There's more unit info. There's the equipment. Where was more messages? Where were the featured units? Okay, for the Vegito banner. Featured, so they brought back the Gogeta, the Synchro Gauge Gogeta, Evo Ken, Trunks and Vegeta. This guy's getting a Zenkai, so sure. Not probably next week. It wasn't in the data mines and it's not in game. Sword of Hope, bench, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta bench, Phoebe bench. He'd probably be a decent bench for Vegito. From what I can tell, it seems like the Goku Black banner is vastly superior. I mean, this is kind of eh. The only like alright units here would probably be this LF Trunks and this Gogeta, and besides the two new units. Other than that, I mean, this is all for collection, right? Now for the Goku Black banner, take a look at this. Omega Shenron, Nappa and Vegeta, Super 17, and Perfect Form Cell, along with 17 and 18, and these 3. Yeah, obviously, there's 3 units from this year that are coming back. I don't have Super 17, so I'll definitely be summoning for him. I'm not sure who I'm going to be summoning on first, but I mean, we'll go for both, obviously. And that does seem to be it. Oh yeah, Mega Bonanza is on, so make sure to get your equipment up if you haven't. That does seem to be it. So yeah, good luck on your summons if you are summoning. If you're saving for part 2, then sure. But hope you guys have a good time. Hope you guys don't get shafted. And yeah, see ya.